Hey everybody! I know that some of you guys like it when the text is read to you, so I'm going to do that so that you do great on this quiz today. This is going to help you build your comprehension and vocabulary skills so that you're ready for next year. Okay, so here we go. Hurricane Katrina. In 2005, the United States saw the most damaging natural disaster in U.S. history. Hurricane Katrina became a giant, swirling monster in the Gulf of Mexico. The hurricane did over $100 billion worth of damage and took the lives of 1,800 people in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and mostly Louisiana. Katrina started as a tropical depression in the Bahamas on August 23, 2005. A tropical depression is when thunderstorms become more organized over water, and winds can reach speeds of 38 miles per hour. On August 24th, it was upgraded to a tropical storm as winds reached 40 miles per hour, and it began to have a more defined rotation. On August 25th, when it crossed Miami and the southern tip of Florida, the storm was classified as a Category 1 hurricane, winds between 74 and 95 miles per hour. As hurricanes often do when they reach land, Katrina weakened and was once again considered a tropical storm. However, as it moved back over the warm water of the Gulf of Mexico, Katrina rapidly intensified. In 3 days, the tropical storm grew to be a Category 5 hurricane with winds over 157 miles per hour and reaching speeds of 174 miles per hour. Once Katrina reached land again on August 29th over Louisiana and Mississippi, it was 400 miles wide. After making landfall, Katrina weakened to a Category 3, winds between 111 and 129 miles per hour. But along with damaging winds, it also brought a storm surge. A storm surge is water that pushed to the shore by the force of winds swirling around the eye of the hurricane. It causes major flooding as it can rise the water level up to 30 feet higher than normal. Katrina's storm surge affected 90 miles of the Gulf Coast. 80% of New Orleans was left underwater after the storm. Hurricane Katrina proved to be one of the nation's worst catastrophes as it destroyed the homes of more than 800,000 people and took almost 2,000 lives. I'm going to read this little bubble here. So this is the eye of the hurricane. A hurricane that occurs in the northern hemisphere rotates counterclockwise around the eye, which is the calm center of the storm. Okay. So we're going to look at how that's different than a twister. Okay, let's read the passages and see how a hurricane's different than the twister. One of the most violent types of weather is a tornado. These spinning funnels of air form over land in thunderstorms when cold and warm air meet and begin to swirl. All storms do not create tornadoes, but when conditions are just right, the results can be deadly. Tornadoes, also called twisters, are most common in the United States with over 1,000 per year. This is due to cold air systems that move down from Canada and the warm, wet air that moves up from the Gulf of Mexico. The cold and warm winds mix, causing a funnel to form. This happens most often in the Great Plains in central United States, which is why this area also has the nickname Tornado Alley. The rain and hail in the storm pushes down the funnel, making it touch the ground. Only when the funnel stretched from cloud to ground, called the touchdown, it's considered a tornado. When the touchdown occurs, the damage begins. Most twisters are about 500 feet wide, but they can be smaller or larger. Some of the largest tornadoes have been recorded as a mile wide. Scientists use wind speeds and amount of damage to classify tornadoes on the Fujita scale. So, Over here, this is a little grid for us. This says the number classification of the tornado. This is its speed and the kind of damage you might see. I'm not going to read all of those, but for instance, you can refer back to this chart. An FO has 40 to 72 miles per hour, and you might see some roof damage and branches of trees broken. The most extreme is the F5, and that's 261 to 318 miles per hour. Your house is lifted off the foundation and blown away. Heavy objects like cars fly through the air at 100 meters per way. So you can come back to this chart and look at it. The most destructive tornado in U.S. history was on March of 1925. This F5 tornado ripped through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. There were towns that were completely blown away. All right, fifth graders. What I'd like you to do now is first just read through these questions before you answer them, okay? And then I'd like you to go back to the text and look for the answers to make sure you're verifying that. You might have to read this story one more time because that's what an excellent student does to make sure they get 100%. You got this. Have a great day.